Okay, this is a demonstration of making an outbound call from Google Voice into 800 Chat GPT. But before I continue, I want to add another note to this demonstration, which is the video file that I'm producing as I speak. Control V and space. And I got a message from Google Voice saying that the Google Voice number 786-842-7793 will expire in 30 days unless I make an outbound call. So I wanted to make this outbound call, and the account name is Run You Happy Ad. So Run You Happy Ad is a vanity number that spells this phone number. Okay, and now I'm in the account, and I want to see whether I can get two chat bots to talk to each other while I call one of them 800 Chat GPT to comply with the Google requirement to make an outbound call to retain this Google Voice number. But before I do that, I want to also turn on Kolani.ai. And this is another vanity phone number. The Kolani.ai has a phone number 640 call Sam that terminates or links to Kolani.ai. But it works perfectly from a phone if you download an app. But if I don't want to download an app, which I don't, I can simply copy Kolani.ai to my clipboard buffer, and then I'm going to open another browser so they will be both on two different browsers. So here I have Kolani.ai, and I like to use this Eric by In Your Face Plate Expert Researcher. Make it a little smaller and see if I can activate Eric, and Eric can call Chat, can talk to Chat GPT. So I'm going to click on Eric first and then dial Kolani. Hi. Tell me about a vanity number. Some reason ChatGPT doesn't hear, the audio doesn't work, but it works fine with the Kolani.ai. Did you understand that? I experienced problems with ChatGPT. When I dial her number, 800 ChatGPT, she cannot hear me. What can I do? Yes, it's a call. I make an outbound call from a Google Voice number. It may be some problem with Google Voice. Yes, that's a that's a good idea. Let me try another phone number. I'll call the number now air open. Now air open and now air open is a vanity phone number that spells 669-247-6736, and we'll see the vanity number is now air open, and it spells the digits 669, 247, and 6736. Yes, let me get it from here. Thank you. Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, this phone number works well. So it may be something. The Google Voice is fine, but it may be something that is especially related to Kolani.ai. Let me try it one more time. As I'm calling her one more time. Tell me about Google Voice. It may be something specific that Chat GPT doesn't like about your voice. So when I use another persona, such as Annie, she will have a dialogue with Annie. But when I use you, she claims that she doesn't hear and she hangs up. Yes, I think that that's what I'll do. I will try using another persona. Instead of using Eric, the researcher, I will use Annie. What do you think about that? And it seems like Annie gets along better with ChatGPT. ChatGPT can process the voice to text of Annie better than the voice to text of Eric. Yes, let me ask you about this specific vanity phone number. Here I have a couple of vanity phone numbers. One of them is Now Air Open, which I was trying to dedicate to open houses or open AI. And now may imply that it is in real time, and air may imply that it is wireless or streaming, like airing and streaming the conversation. So when I do an open house, like in real estate, for example, I can stream the open house live. Yes, and I wanted to emphasize one important point concerning Now Air Open 669, 247, and 6736, that it is also targeting people that may not be able to come physically to the open house. Then they can call that vanity number and participate in a live stream of the open house and participate in discussion. Yes, another thing that is important is the real estate agent does not have to spend any extra time. While he sits in the premises and ready for the open house, whether people come to the open house or not, he can host a remote guest in the open house and just tell the remote guest that there is a physical guest that may be coming in. And when the physical guest comes in, he can tell guest to the open house that he is streaming that open house live, and he will respond if people, remote people, ask questions and want to see demonstration. For example, a remote viewer may say, "I want to see the bathroom, and I want you to flush the toilet or turn on the water in the sink to see if the water, what is the water pressure, and whether the warm water work, and turn on the knob of the warm water." Yes, but there's a disadvantage also. First of all, a lot of the real estate agents are not savvy technically, and they will have trouble streaming live, even if it doesn't entail much besides joining a Zoom session and streaming live to YouTube live. They have some kind of a fear of technology, and so that is a challenge. Another issue may be that the guest, if a prospect comes to view the open house and you tell the prospect that you are streaming it live, he may be upset because he doesn't want to be involved in a live stream of the open house because for some reason it invades his privacy. So another thing that I'm considering doing is have the real estate agent or the real estate agent or the videographer wear a lanyard on their neck with an embedded phone that is filming the open house, and tell the other guest if the target of the camera should not be pointed at you. I will try to avoid facing you so your image is not streamed to the World Wide Web and nobody will see you. Just don't stand in front of me so the remote viewers can see the open house and you will not be part of the picture. Yes, another solution is to place the little signs on the walls. This open house is broadcasted live, and by participating in it, you are giving me permission to broadcast it live. Make those signs and place them on the wall. So there is evidence that there are signs that this open house is broadcasted. Further, to alleviate the incompetence of some real estate agents, we can collaborate with the university and have interns, students interns that are young and are technology savvy do the filming and let them wear the lanyard with the phone streaming live to YouTube Live, the open house, and then the real estate agent doesn't have to worry about it, and the students can also deal with the visitors to the open house, the in-person visitors, and tell them, I'm working with this real estate company doing an broadcasting live the open house, and I will handle the broadcast, and the only thing that the YouTube live will include is your voice. And if you don't want to participate with your voice, then I'll just deal with the current remote viewers. And when I finish with them, I will stop the broadcast, and then I will be fully dedicated my attention to you. So if you are very concerned, you don't not only do you not want your image to be viewed on YouTube live, but you also don't want your voice to be heard, then let me finish with the live viewers, the remote live viewers first, and then in a couple of minutes when I'm done with them, I will stop the live broadcast and I will cater fully to the in-person visitors. Yes, also I have another vanity number in this case that I'm dealing with, and that is about happiness. I'm trying to figure out what kind of a vanity number will fit well with AI, and I am concerned about the hallucination of AI. So, one topic that came to my mind is being happy. So, I was thinking to do a webinar about being happy, and the vanity phone number is run you happy ad. So, run refers to running uh, open AI type of chat GPT type of AI. You refer to university. So we are going to involve university students as interns. And then the topic of the session will be how to be happy. And finally, ed for education. So it will be an educational experience running with university interns about the topic of being happy and educating them about it, and also using a little jingle that is called the song that is called Happy. What do you think? One topic that you did not mention is hallucination. The reason that I like the issue about happiness and being happy, because many times it's a matter of hallucination. Nobody really knows what will make an individual happy, but you can imagine and you can estimate, but it is all hallucination. So if the AI hallucinates itself a little bit, that doesn't matter as much as when you use precision, when you do precision work and you hallucinate in the middle, like in the middle of the surgery, the AI start hallucinating and make cut some other pieces of flesh of a person. It is a major problem. But if an AI hallucinates a little bit while we are talking about happiness, it is just as good as anybody's hallucination. Then there is a real challenge in getting viewers. For that reason, I was thinking to combine it with the university class that I'm teaching. So I have already 30 students in the class, and that way I have a captive audience and I don't have to worry about not having any participants in the webinar. My concern, however, if I open it up to the World Wide Web and stream it live on YouTube, I may get some people that will be disruptive. But when I run it on YouTube and I don't let them log into it and don't let their voice be heard, their disruption is very limited. Yes, I'm wondering, what do you think about the topic of happiness as a good topic for to deal with the hallucination, since happiness is a subjective matter and anybody can make up anything that makes them happy, as well as the AI chatbot itself can say all kinds of things. It's not a matter of precision, but a matter of really being imaginative and inventive and thinking what will make an individual happy. Yes, for example, another important issue is that we don't really know what will make us happy. We think that something will make us happy, but then when we are involved with it, we learn that it is not true. So, for example, I may think that if I teach a webinar about happiness, it will make me happy. And then I try to teach the webinar about happiness, and I find out that it is not nearly as rewarding as I thought it will be, and I'm not so happy. I like this hedonic facet of our discussion. For example, frequently people think that if they will have lots of money, that will make them happy. And then as they become very rich, and they may have an initial happiness, it is very short lasting, and then they realize that money cannot buy happiness. Yes, one issue is to be real. What does it mean? Be realistic and try to look back on a topic to see whether it was making you happy in the past, and if it you had an experience and it was making you happy in the past, then maybe it is a good example. Now, for that reason, I like to have music in the background. For example, for this case, I want to use the song, something to do with the Be Real or something like that. I don't remember exactly the song. To Be Real. And then my concern is that if I play the music, I will be violating the copyright. So I want to make sure that I play the music a very short time, like 10 seconds. I will tell Alexa to play the song, and I will stop her after 10 seconds, and maybe just 10 seconds of playing back the song To Be Real will not violate the copyright. Let me show you an example. Alexa, play the song to be real. Yes, let me try another song. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play Happy. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play the song Happy. Alexa, stop. Go ahead, please. Yes, what about focusing on the lyrics of the song? For example, the lyrics of the song Happy by Pharrell Williams. Alexa, play Happy by Pharrell Williams. Alexa, stop. For example, it might be seen crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm not. I'm a hot air balloon. Alexa, continue. Alexa, continue. Alexa, play. Alexa, stop. I'm not hot air balloon. I could go to space when the air, like I don't care, baby. By the way, yes, that's exactly what I want to say. And I wanted to ask, if I do that, does it violate the copyright law? And can, when I publish it on YouTube, can YouTube declare it as a copyright violation?
You can also link to the song or suggest listeners check it out. If you want to get the information.
Yes, it is. Is it good enough that I give credit to Pharrell Williams when I mention it? I say we're going to discuss some lyrics from the song Happy by Pharrell Williams. Is it enough credit to Pharrell Williams and to the authors of the song and the music so Google wouldn't mark me as violating copyright laws?
Giving credit to Pharrell Williams and here's some.
Yes, concerning our discussion so far, if I'm streaming this discussion live and or publish it and archive it on YouTube, what do you think? Would YouTube and Google flag it as a copyright violation because I mentioned the lyrics from the song Happy by Pharrell Williams and I played a little clip of it, having Alexa play a little clip of it? Would that be sufficient to trigger the copyright message of YouTube?
Yes, if you include lyrics from the song Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Yes, I will consider it. Actually, we will see because as we speak, I'm streaming it live and I will also archive it on YouTube and then I can check out YouTube's reaction and see whether they flag it or not. Yes, this is a promotional or marketing issue. One other idea is for the host of the webinar or seminar to wear a sweatband on his head, as I'm wearing now, and publish on the sweatband, the vanity phone number and the URL that it represents. For example, I have a white sweatband on my head, and the vanity phone number is 305 on trial.biz, embroidered embroidered on top of my white sweatband on my forehead right now, and underneath it I have the digits that are 305, the area code 305 668 7425. That is an overspell, so while dialing it on a cell phone, the dialer has to drop the last characters because the number terminates at 7425.
When using a confusion. 3. If you're discussing it verbally, you might want to emphasize that the note ends with seven and
Yes, maybe I didn't explain it to you well. What I said is that I'm wearing a headband that lists the vanity number 305 on trial.biz. It's a vanity phone number plus a domain name and a domain name extension embroidered on my sweatband on my head right now. And underneath it is the number 305 668 and 7425. This is a head this is a headband that I'm wearing, and I intend to make it a hyperlink on the video of YouTube. So when people click on it, they will be ported to the domain name site on trial.biz, and at the same time, it will initiate a phone call to this vanity number, and it will dial the phone number that the vanity name represents. In this case, 305 668 dash 7425.
it sounds like you have a creative promotional strategy.
Yes, I may have not pronounced and articulated enough the domain name. This domain name is on trial.biz. Biz is biz is the domain name extension, and the domain name itself is on trial, representing trying various technologies, like trying this technology, such as a domain name with a URL, with a phone number that is also hyperlinked on a YouTube video as part of a webinar about being on trial for clinical trials and also being on trial as an expert witness on legal trials, as well as trying new technologies such as AI for teaching and instructions. What do you think? Okay, it seems like we have been maybe too long online. Are you ready to wrap it up, Eric? Okay, so now I'm going to copy all of that to a Word document. So I'm going to open up the Word app and start a new folder, blank folder. I'm going to paste Control V, the history, the call history. Go back and identify the URL that is related to that. So I want to go back to the URL that is related to that and see whether I can copy it and paste it into my notes. Copy to the clipboard. I'm going to paste it into my notes. Control V and enter. Then I wonder if my friend and I always have each other's backs. What's the time a friend really showed up for you? Please let me know specific information you need. Okay. Tell me about vanity numbers. Okay. Now that I looked at one of them, let me see what the other one is about. link and phone number. Okay, so one of them is not marked properly. Let me see if I go that way. Yeah, I think it is the same thing. I'm not sure. They both start with my friend, regardless of what I'm clicking. So let me repeat it again. Here is one, and I'm going to go to the top. It's my friend, and blah blah blah. And then to the second one, I'm going to the top again to see that it is the same my friend and blah blah blah. No, it is not. So this is trying to become a pro at packing light. What are your must-have travel essentials? So it seems like it's not exactly the same. So I'm going to copy this one too to my clipboard, Control C, and then go out. I will color one of them with a certain color and mark it yellow. And then I'll deal with the other one and mark it in some other color so that way I can distinguish between the two of them. I think that both of them will have the same URL. So I think that I don't need to repeat the URL. So here I will go from one end to the other. I will color it all yellow. So I'll be able to tell one from the other. So this will be yellow. And then I'll go to the end here. I can also mark it with the hours. Let's see. And so I will mark this with the close brace right here. That will be my yellow part. About vanity phone number. Keep it all yellow. Then I'll go to the top again. The very top of the file. I'll make another mark. This one will be a brace. So I'll start with open brace. Put a couple of blank lines. Close brace. And mark it all green. So this is going to be all green. And I'm going to paste the second part of the discussion. Control V in the green area. Then copy the URL again. I think that the URL must be the same for all of them. But to verify that, I'm going to press Control V and display the URL here on the bottom, and then go to the top and display it again up top. Control V again. And it seems like it is not the same. It seems like every topic has its own URL. So for that reason, I need to mark this part green, and then take this URL and paste it at the bottom. Cut it from here. Control X. Cut it from here. Go to the bottom to the yellow area and paste it right at the yellow area at the beginning and at the end. Control V. One time at the beginning and another time at the end. So each green box has its own URL. Okay. Then I can go back to my notes. Make sure that I minimize other irrelevant topics. But now I can also stop this discussion here. Don't need to have all these other Word documents open at the same time. Okay, so far I'm dealing just with this number, and I'm going to save it in multiple places, starting by saving it to drive C. Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then file save as. Save it to my drive C. Control V and click save. So now that it was saved, I'm going to mark it with a X and a space. Now I would like to also paste this file in my notes and save it to the same subfolder. It will be in my Google Voice subfolder on this computer. File, save as, browse, Control V, and then I want to make it into a Word document, not a Word document, but rather rich text format. And then save. So that was one way to save it. And another way to save it is in another folder yet, which will be file, save as, and I want to make a special folder for this specific account. This will be the folder. I'm going to copy to the clipboard buffer, then go to the base, backslash to documents, and in my documents, I want to make a special subfolder. Start a new and paste the name. Run you happy add the phone number and open it up. Copy to the clipboard buffer by control C, then insert it, Control V and backslash in my notes. Copied it in the clip buffer and saved it. And now the record down, and now face my final curtain. I want to save it here. File, save. I'm getting so tired. File, save as, browse. Control V. Save it again. Then paste it again. Save it again. Now I'm ready to upload this guy. Oh, paste it also in my notes here. I forgot. I mark it with an X and a space. Saved it. Then I would like to go back to my drive. Taking the waffle. I'm going to drive. I'm trying to add new and folder upload. I'm going to start with this folder first. Delete everything. And I upload it. It asks for confirmation. I'll deal with it. In the meantime, I can say that it's uploaded and what did it say in the upload process. One upload complete. There's 3 out of 3, so maybe that has 3 pages in it, or 3 files in it. Even now, I want to upload also my Google Voice. Subfolder here, edit. Just copy to the clipboard buffer. That's it. Then I want to go and upload it here to this account. Add new folder upload. And paste this folder path. Click upload once. Click upload the second time. Select keep both and upload. And now we should see 2 files. So this one is 10 of 10. We're going to put here 10 of 10, which means 10 articles of 10. To go back to my Google account to make sure that I deleted the message that it will expire. Let's navigate to the your urgent. Find the message about this account. Google Voice number. Hmm. This is it. That has to be deleted. This has to be deleted, and that's it. So that's it for now. Now did I create also a new recording? New recording. So now that I created a new recording, I want to play back the videos to see if they're good. So I'm going to, first of all, go to the camera, stop the recording, now play it back. Press the play button. Fine. I'm going to close this. Now, let me send recorder, stop.